Good evening and welcome, basketball fans. This broadcast is provided by the Raider Strong Network and is made up of Pulaski High School students.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Kaus.
And my name is Nathan Morashek.
We are brought to you live from the Fred Kessley Fieldhouse for another Pulaski girls basketball game between the Sheboygan South Red Wings. The Red Wings are currently 2-1, winning a conference game December 6th against Green Bay Southwest, 57-43. Your Pulaski Red Raiders also played their first conference game December 6th at Sheboygan North, losing a close one, 46-54. Just this past Tuesday, they won a non-conference matchup between New London, 44-31. With an 0-1 conference record and 2-4 overall record, there's definitely room for a big win tonight, especially because it is Youth Night. Youth Night is a night for the young girls of the Pulaski basketball program to get recognized at the beginning of the game. So the varsity team is definitely looking to be role models tonight for a packed crowd here tonight.
And we'll be back with the start of the game.
Hey, Raider fans, we're back. Early on, we're going to start off here with Sheboygan South ball. Urban inbounds. And service with an easy layup. Ooh, and Herbert loses the ball. Turnover for Pulaski. Service is bringing up the ball. To Urban. Sprangers gets the rebound. And it is kicked out by Sheboygan South. It'll be Pulaski ball.
It's important to get these Raiders starting off hot. If you can feed the hot hand early, you can jump out to a big lead quickly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gwick gets the ball stolen away. Let's see what Sheboygan South can do with the ball. Lloyd with the ball right now. And that's going to be a jump ball in favor of Sheboygan.
Good help defense there by Service.
And that's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on number 15, Alyssa Nishki.
Foul is on Nishki, her first team first.
It's going to be important. We don't want any players from Pulaski to foul out too early on. Previously, Ashley Service has fouled out in the past couple of games pretty early on, and I think she's definitely someone you want to have on the court.
It's tough when you get in foul trouble early. It's like you can't play your game because you're too worried about getting a foul instead of just playing the game.
Yeah. Into Urban. And that's going to be a foul. Lily's going to be on the line. Fouls on Zakowski. She makes the first.
Free throws are another factor in the game that can really give a team an edge. Sheboygan South's already missed 2 free throws.
Oh, that's going to be a jump ball. Pulaski ball. Oh, my bad. South ball.
Oh, looks like you were correct at the first one.
Refs had a mistake. Pulaski ball. Service will inbound. Into Nishki. Lydia takes it into the paint. Sheboygan South comes out with it. Trying to make some offense come alive here. Out to Zakowski, and she hits the 3. It's all tied up, 3-3. Solid 15 minutes to play here. Nishki makes a risky pass into the paint, getting it stolen away. Into Herber. She puts up the 2.
Basket by Herbert.
The Red Wings have found a little bit of momentum here. Scoring 5 unanswered.
Oh, now we see Sheboygan South pressing full court here. Pulaski's going to have to come up with an answer. Then you got Sprangers to Nishki, who puts up the 2. It's going to be another jump ball on the ground. Jump ball.
It's tough to play full court press against Pulaski because Olivia Sprangers has such good speed that she can just blow right past a defender.
Yeah. I believe she's one of the fastest players in the conference that other teams are just scared that she's going to take steals and get easy points for Pulaski. So if you can get her alive tonight, I definitely think Pulaski can get another win.
Another costly turnover by the Red Wings will give Pulaski an extra possession.
Skips it over to service into Gwit. And another turnover. Ooh, it's going to be another foul on Nishki.
Raider foul on Nishki, her team second.
She's got to be careful. We're not even 4 minutes into the game and she's already drawn 2 fouls.
Checking in for the Raiders, number 21, Gretchen Rotier.
And just like that, Nishki's subbed out and Rotier will be subbed in for Pulaski. South is going to inbound. Gahagan. Little overthrown. It'll be Pulaski ball.
Second possession in a row by the Red Wings where they just throw a pass out of bounds. Bit of miscommunication going on to start this game.
Ooh, another jump ball. A lot of jump balls already.
Definitely a physical start to the game.
It'll be Raider possession here. Into Gwit. And luckily for the Red Wings, that went off of Pulaski.
Looks like the Raiders are looking to double team.
Into Herber for 2. And just like that, the Raiders are down by 4. Sprangers drives in, tries to kick it out.
Good also. Service is going to line up a 3. Can't connect.
Lloyd
Also can't connect.
service drives in. Ooh.
Tough fall there by Service.
It's going to be a substitution for Sheboygan South here.
Checking for the Red Wings, number 13, Alexa Dexter.
Rotier's going to line up a 3. He's going to stay with Pulaski.
Urban looking for an inbound. Gets it to Sprangers. Urban with the pop shot, a little short. Sheboygan South looking to swing the ball. Tries to get it into Herber and tips it off. It's going to be another turnover.
The Red Wings have a bit of a size mismatch in the paint, so if they can look to create chances off of that, it will be really beneficial.
Yeah, and Lily Herber averages over 16 points per game and 12 rebounds, so she's definitely going to want to be marked up by Pulaski tonight. Service with a 3. Barely misses. Pulaski looking to press early. I think it's essential to have the intensity high tonight. Into Herber. Unorganized throw, and it's still South ball.
Good hustle there by Service to deny Herbert possession.
For the Raiders, number 3, Libby Lemeron.
Lemeron enters for Pulaski for Gwitt. I think Raiders got to play some defense and try and get something going on the offensive side.
Sturdivant's going to drive. Good defense there by Pulaski.
Lloyd for the layup.
Basket by Lloyd.
Pulaski goes down the court quick, and Sprangers gets denied.
If you're Pulaski, you don't want to have Lloyd get hot early. She's dangerous when she gets hot. She usually averages 25.5 points per game with a season high of 30.
Sprangers to Urban, makes the easy layup.
Good ball movement there.
Basket by Urban.
It's 5-9, Pulaski's still down by 4. Playing a man-to-man defense right now. Sheboygan South swings it, and Gahagan hits the 3.
Good start here by the Red Wings. 7-point lead coming up to the 10-minute mark.
Raiders are trying to get something going here. Lemeron to Sprangers. Sprangers is driving. It's going to be another foul. Push. On number 225. Sturdivant.
Fouls on Nehar, Scher first, team second. Checking in for the Red Wings.
Both of these teams are actually really young. Both teams only suiting up 2 seniors.
Yeah, adding on to that, The Red Wings have over 6 freshmen on the team, so it's definitely a young team here. Oh, and service overthrows it. But Lemerond catches it. Sprangers just drives to the hoop and makes the easy layup. That's definitely something you want to get going quick and early on for the Raiders. Can utilize Sprangers and her speed.
Lloyd will carry the ball. Urban playing defense. Lloyd, spin move into the paint. Finishes through contact.
Basket by Lloyd.
Ooh, and Sprangers gets fouled as she's going up.
Red Wings foul on Lloyd, first personal, team third.
We're coming up to halfway in this first half here. Raiders are down 7 points after a hot start.
Sprangers will be at the line as the Red Wings have 3 team fouls. Lloyd takes her first. And she gets subbed out. Number 5, Gahagan enters.
The Raiders number 1, Brooke Berry.
And for your Raiders, Brooke Berry enters the game for service.
Sprangers will miss her second.
South really trying to get it into the bottom girl, but is overthrowing into the Pulaski defense here. It'll still be South's ball with Lily Herber entering back into the game. Inbounds to Herber. Trying to swing the ball here.
Good defense by Pulaski.
Another tipped ball by Lemerond.
In for the Raiders, service.
Service returns for Rotier. Raiders playing long defense here.
Sturvin with Urban on her. Looks to drive into the paint. Kicks it back out to Herbert. Herbert's going to line one up for 2.
Lemerond with the rebound. Raiders trying to transition quickly here. And that's another 2 points.
Basket by Sprangers.
Another easy basket for Sprangers, who currently has 4 points tonight.
Raiders bring pressure. Causes the Red Wings to force a silly turnover. Sprangers is going to go into the paint again. She gets her own miss. Kicks it back out to Urban. Service over to Barry. Barry's going to drive into the paint.
She's going to get a
fouled.
blocking foul.
Fouls on Herber, first personal, team fourth.
Foul's going to be on
The
Herber.
Red Wings Lloyd and number 24, Abby Sanchez Hernandez.
Some substitutions for the Red Wings here. That's going to be a foul on Ashley Service. Red Wing ball.
Raider fouls on service, first personal, team third.
Pulaski pressing. Trying to corner Lloyd here.
She's got nowhere to go.
It's going to be a Red Wing timeout.
First timeout of the game.
30-second timeout.
Raiders down 5. These are some important possessions coming up here.
Don't forget to rent the duck. Halftime of tonight's game, the duck that lands closest to the bullseye target on the tarp that will be placed at midcourt will win the grand prize of Christmas joy.
Nathan, what do you think Pulaski's doing well tonight here?
You know, their intensity on defense is actually really good. The Red Wings have a little bit of a height advantage on them, but all it takes is a bit of extra hustle, and their height doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, I think they just have to get something going a little bit more on offense. I think they're getting it into the paint. They just got to make their free throws and finish at the paint.
Yeah, I feel like one of the issues the Raiders have here is one of their starters, Nishki, drew 2 fouls within like 3 minutes of the game, so she hasn't even seen the court since she's been subbed out.
Yeah, foul trouble is a common theme here for the Raiders, but they will find a way to inch back here into the game.
Speaking of fouls,
Raider foul on Urban, first personal.
Urban will pick up her first.
Team fourth. Lloyd with the ball. Looking for Herber. Lofts it in.
Good hustle there by the Raiders to keep the ball alive. Service is going to bring the ball up with pace. Into the paint to Barry. And that's a nice bucket.
Raiders are down by 3 now. Slowly making their way back into this game.
Red Wings look for someone in the paint again, but another turnover here. Silly passes have been the theme for the Red Wings on offense.
Yeah, the Red Wings have had to have over 5 turnovers already. That's pretty costly for them, as Raiders are looking to add to their point.
Service into the paint, kicks it back out to Sprangers. Sprangers to Urban. Urban over to Barry. Back to Service. Service has Lloyd on her. She's going to bring it into the paint. Sidestep, and she's going to finish. The Raiders have brought it back within 1 now.
That was a strong finish from Service there.
Red Wings into the paint once again. Good defense there by Barry.
Another lofting pass. I just don't think that's very reliable pass there. That I don't think I would make if I was in that situation. But here we go with the Red Wings again. Looking to inbound. Trying to get it to Herber, but can't succeed. Service with the 3. Just misses, but Gwitt gets the rebound. Sprangers with the 3. Just can't make anything go down.
The Red Wings look to slow the pace of the game a little bit here.
5 minutes to go. It's kind of a low-scoring game here.
Raiders double. Barry gets a good board. Urban's going to take the ball up the court. She'll swing it to Gwitt. Gwitt in the paint for Urban. Urban fadeaway, can't connect.
South rebounds.
Sturdivant into the paint. Service denies.
Sprangers with the steal. Misses the easy layup.
approaching 4 minutes left here in the first half. 1 point game.
Into Gahagan. Herber with the rebound. She's got an easy 2. It's definitely something you don't want to happen from the Raiders. You got to box out on that one. Got to get the rebound. Gwitt driving to the hoop. She misses and she's clearly frustrated. Looks like Pulaski commits another foul here.
Raider foul on service, second personal.
It's going to be Service's second foul.
For the Raiders,
Team 5th.
0, Anya Hasser.
Anya Hasser, a freshman, enters the game. That's going to be another 2 for Lloyd. Fouled.
Raider foul on Berry, first personal, team 6.
Once again, another foul.
6th team foul already.
So yeah, at this point in the game now, Raiders have to be careful of the bonus.
Lloyd's first free throw is no good. And her second is the same.
Looks like it's going to be Raider ball. Sprangers looks to drive again, and she makes the layup. Sprangers has 6 points tonight.
She's definitely one of the key factors for this Pulaski offense.
Yeah.
Lloyd with a nice move. She's going to go into the paint. Fights off a few Pulaski Raiders, but she's going to get called for a travel.
Coach McElrone's a little upset with that call. Wanted the travel call to be called sooner. Service hits the 3.
That's huge for Service. She's failed to connect a few 3 points.
Now Pulaski's in the lead.
1, 2, 3, service.
Roughly 3 minutes to go, and Raiders are up by 2.
Service gets her 7th point of the night.
Here we go, another fast transition for the Raiders. Into Barry.
Pulaski three-pointer can't connect. Sturdivant will bring the ball up for the Red Wings. She passes it over to Lloyd. Swings it. Back to Sturdivant. Over to Lloyd. Spranger's on her. They bring a little bit of a double team. Barry with a nice steal. Good pass, good find to Spranger's in the paint, but she can't finish the layup. And it stays a 2-point game. Spranger's with some energetic defense. It'll force a Red Wings timeout.
Timeout Raiders, 30-second timeout.
Oh, excuse me, a Raiders timeout.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout here.
Last hand, shut it up in 2 minutes.
The Raiders, after being up 3-0, finally find themselves leading the game once again.
Yeah, hopefully they can hold this lead to half.
It's important to feel like you're leading the game, because a losing team, sometimes when you're down, you start to become desperate on offense and you start to make
just the bad energy.
Irrational decisions.
Yeah. Gonna want to keep the energy high here for Sprangers, even though she just missed an easy layup here.
She looks a bit tired. I don't know if she's gotten a break yet. Urban comes back into the game for the Raiders.
Sprangers with another steal. Lemeron shoots a 3, just misses. Sprangers gets the rebound. Can't make the layup. It's gonna be South ball here.
The Raiders love her energy on the court. She'll just be a bit disappointed in those past few layup attempts.
I think it could come down to be costly.
Lloyd will face off against Urban.
Looks like it's going to be a Red Wing foul on Lily Herber.
She tried to bring the screen to free up Lloyd, but she ended up causing a moving screen.
For the Red Wings, Zodi. For the Raiders, number 2, Ella Marashek.
Looks like Ella Marashek is going to check in for the Raiders, taking out Sprangers. Into Lemeron, and she gets fouled.
Fouls on Zodi, her first. Team 6.
Both teams have 6 fouls currently, with roughly a minute to play here. Lemeron makes her first. And her second.
The Raiders 4-point lead, 1 minute remaining here in this first half.
Gahagan with the 3, just misses. It's gonna be a Pulaski ball. With 43 seconds here, gotta drop a good play to extend this lead even more.
Barry will bring the ball up for the Raiders.
It's gonna be called a jump ball. Red Wings have the ball now.
Gahagan inbounds to Lloyd. Over to Sturdivant, into the corner.
It's be another pushing foul for Pulaski. And that takes us to bonus here. It's gonna be a 1-and-1 here for Gahagan.
Raider foul on Marashek first. Team 7. We are now in the bonus.
And she misses. Barry with the rebound.
Under 20 seconds remaining here.
Yeah, gotta move quick. Into Lemeron for a layup.
Under 10 seconds remaining. Lloyd will take the ball. She'll go with pace. Looks to find the basket. Can't connect, and that'll be the end of our first half. A slow start for the Raiders, but they pick it up, extending their lead to 6 points right before halftime.
Yes, 22-16. The Raiders go in to the half, looking good.
Strong defense there by the Raiders. And their offense came to life there at the end of the half.
Yeah, looking on the Red Wings side, though, I think they got to work on their passes. Definitely a lot of turnovers on their end. They got to try and look to get the ball into Lily Herber, but make the pass accurate. I think that's where they're going wrong here.
We will see you guys back for the second half of action here. Welcome back to the second half of action here. We'll start off with Pulaski with the ball. Service will take the ball up. Into Gwit. Nishki with a good back cut. She can't finish. Gwit with good hustle to get the board, but she'll be called for a travel.
Sheboygan looks to get something going here.
Lloyd over to Sturdivant. Back to Lloyd. Nishki with good hustle play. She'll knock out of bounds. It'll stay with Red Wings. Sturdivant to inbound. She'll give it back to Lloyd. Back to Sturdivant. Into the paint. Lloyd. Good move, and she'll finish at the basket for 2. 4-point game. Sprangers out to service. Over to Nishki. She'll go into the paint with it. Pull up is no good. And it'll go out of bounds. Red Wings possession.
Pulaski looking to try and get something going here. Gonna need to maintain the same intensity as the first half.
Red Wings into the paint to Herbert. She can't finish. The ball will go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Red Wings. Herbert's been in a presence in the paint all game. Nobody can match her height.
Yeah, she's currently got 6 points in the game here, so she's definitely someone you want to mark. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Sheboygan. A charge.
Service, directing traffic. She'll swing it to Gwit. Gwit's going to drive in the paint, and she's going to finish for 2. Nice driving layup there by Gwit.
She made that look easy.
Lloyd tries to do too much. She'll turn it over. Service into Nishki. Nishki with the pull-up jumper. That's no good.
Quick transition here.
Sprangles will get called for the foul here.
Her first of the night.
Herbert in the paint. She can't finish.
But gets her own rebound. So she'll go to the line for the first time tonight.
First free throw is no good.
Gonna want to stay out of foul trouble for Pulaski.
Her second connects. Service will push for Pulaski. Over to Gwit, to Urban, to Sprangers. Sprangers looking for Nishki, but she's going to turn the ball over. It'll be Gahagan trying to drive on Urban. She'll kick it back out to Lloyd. Lloyd has Gwit on her. Looking for Herber in the paint. And Herber is going to draw another foul from Pulaski. Urban will pick up her second foul. Gahagan will inbound to Lloyd. Lloyd with Urban playing defense on her.
Trying to look for something to get going here for the Red Wings.
She looks for a screen from Herbert. She's going into the paint. Good defense there by Gwit.
Quick transition.
Service up to Sprangers, and Sprangers will draw a foul on her way up to the basket.
Foul's going to be on Sturdivant.
Fouls on DeHarsh, her second. Team second.
Sprangers to the line for 2. First one is good. Raiders are currently holding on to a 6-point lead.
Kind of a nice lead, but you want to keep extending that with 15 minutes to go here.
Spranger's second is no good. Lloyd will bring the ball up. Pulaski looks for their double. Zukowski back to Lloyd. Over to Sturdivant. Back to Lloyd, back to Sturdivant. Good swing pass. Looking to go in the paint. It's rejected by Gwit. She takes a little bit of a nasty fall.
Red Wings looking to regroup here.
It'll be Gahagan to inbound. She looks for a full court pass over to Zukowski, and Zukowski's going to get called for a travel.
Here comes service. Ooh, and doesn't realize the ball got inbounded. And just like that, the Raiders call timeout.
Looked like a bit of miscommunication there from Service
Yeah.
and Urban. What can Pulaski do to maintain their 6-point lead here?
My thing is, I think you gotta continue to work together and keep up the intensity, because you got a 6-point lead, but it is only a 6-point lead. Like, that's a 2-possession game here, so I think you want to keep extending that, work together.
Yeah, stronger communication. As we can see on that last play there wasn't much communication going on.
And I think just getting more shots up and being more confident, because getting Sprangers going, currently she has seven tonight, but she averages 14.5 per game. So just maybe get her going a little bit more. That would be nice to see.
Yeah, quick transition for Pulaski are very favorable. Not many people can match Springer's speed, so if she gets going on a quick transition, it's most likely going to either result in 2 points or a foul.
Yeah, and I think that's a good weapon that Pulaski can use. They just got to take advantage of it. So Urban is going to look to inbound it here. A senior leader for Pulaski.
Let's see what play Pulaski can draw up. She'll send it to Nishki. Gwit into the paint. Gwit's shot's going to get rejected by Herber. She'll pass the ball off to Lloyd.
Looking to swing the ball here, but they turn it over.
Tip pass by Sprangers. Sprangers has it in the corner. She's going to line up a 3, but that 3 is no good. Nishki with the rebound, and she'll put the shot up for 2.
Rebound basket,
8-point lead here for the Raiders.
Red Wings are desperate for a basket here.
Trying not to let this lead get too far for the Red Wings.
Fouls on Sprangers, her second. Team 4.
Looks like Sturdivant will go to the line here.
4th foul already of the half for the Raiders. We're only not even 4 minutes in yet.
Might get to bonus here early on.
First free throw is no good.
Into the Raiders, Lemeron.
Don't want to get into bonus too early. It's just easy points for the Red Wings here if they can make their free throws.
The Red Wings have struggled from the free throw line tonight. Service will push up the court. She'll go into the paint. She chucks up a shot, it's no good. Sprangers will get the board, and she's going to draw a foul. So Sprangers will head to the line for 2.
Looks like Fisher will take the foul.
Fouls on 12, Fisher. First personal, team third.
Spranger's first free throw comes up a bit short. Second free throw does the same, but Service will get the offensive board. She'll kick it over to Urban. Back out to Service. Service lines up a 3, but that's no good. Lloyd will push up the court with the ball. Good steal by Urban. Urban's gonna drive the paint. She's got 1 on her. She can't connect. She gets her own board. Can't connect. Lemron will get the board and she'll connect. The Raiders have extended this lead to double digits. Lloyd over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant's gonna look to drive. She'll kick it out. A little bit of miscommunication by the Red Wings there. Sturdivant will take the ball over to Sprangers. Sprangers draws
Fouled.
the contact. Can't finish.
Sprangers will go to the line again for 2.
Fouls on DeHarsh. For third.
Now both teams have 4 fouls.
Spranger's third free throw in a row. She can't connect.
And for the Raiders, Barry.
Little bit of miscommunication on the court
Yeah,
here.
I don't really know what happened there, but Sprangers will get a second attempt at that free throw, I guess.
I think the Sheboygan girls stepped over the line, so
She
that
hits the free throw.
gave Sprangers another free throw.
Sturdivant's pass is taken away by Lemron.
She marches into the paint but can't hit the layup.
It'll go over to Service and she'll draw the foul.
Lots of fouls here.
Looks like she took a little bit of a slap to the face.
Fouls on Lloyd. First, second personal. Team fifth.
Urban will inbound for the Raiders. She gives it to Sprangers. Sprangers over to Urban. Doesn't look like she was expecting that pass. She sends it over to Lemron.
She drives, shoots.
Red Wings will let that ball go out of bounds.
Here comes the Red Wings trying to get into the paint.
Gahagan over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant back to Gahagan. Looks to find someone in the paint. Lloyd will get the ball. She'll draw a foul on her way up to the basket.
Lots of fouls here on both ends of the court. Lloyd will be at the line.
Fouls on Sprangers for third.
Spranger's third foul now.
She makes the first. Rotier comes in for
Raiders Rotier.
the Raiders. Sprangers being taken out. Definitely a slower start here for Sprangers, as she has not averaged very many points tonight. But the Raiders are delivering in a different way, that's for sure.
Lloyd will hit both free throws. Service over to Urban. Urban to Barry. Over to Lemron. She's gonna drive into the paint. She's gonna draw a foul. More fouls here.
Still 12 minutes to play here.
11 fouls already this half.
LeBron misses her first. Quick substitution here for the Red Wings.
In for the Red Wings, Dexter.
Lemron's second free throw is good. Red Wings find themselves by 10, down by 10.
Lloyd drives, but she can't make the layup.
Back to Sturdivant. Over to Lloyd in the corner.
Skips the ball, risky pass.
Sturdivant drives into a few Pulaski defenders. Red Wings 3-point attempts, no good. Service will get the board. She'll push the court with pace. Pulaski swinging the ball nicely. Urban finds herself open for three, and she connects. 3-point basket by Urban.
4-2-3, Urban.
13-point lead here for your Raiders.
Red Wings over to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to get the ball taken away from her, and she's going to draw a foul.
And Brooke Berry will go to the line here. We're in bonus now.
Her third. Team 7.
Lloyd picks up her third foul. It's key for the Red Wings that she stays on the court for as long as possible, though.
Yeah, with her being one of the top leading scorers for the Red Wings, you definitely want to keep her on the court tonight.
Barry's free throw's no good. Lloyd over to Schneider. Lloyd getting doubled at the top of the key. She gets out of it, escapes. Over to Sturdivant in the corner.
Pulaski playing a nice moving zone there, forcing the Red Wings to just skip the ball and turn it over.
Urban open again. The 2-point jumper is good. Urban with back-to-back baskets here. She'll pick up a quick 5 points in the last 2 possessions here for the Raiders.
Heavy defense here from the Raiders. Definitely trying to keep the pedal down.
Sturdivant's 3-pointer is no good.
Urban with the rebound.
She'll push the court quickly. She's going to pull up for 2. This one comes up a bit short, though. But possession remains with the Raiders.
In for the Raiders, Witt.
Substitution here for the Raiders as Lemeron heads out.
Sanchez, Hernandez.
She had 7 points. Definitely a young team here for the Raiders as she is a sophomore.
Service over to Rotier. Sturdivant with the ball for the Red Wings. Finds someone in the paint. Schneider's going to line up a 3. No good. Service will get the board. She finds Barry. Barry's going to drive.
Under the hoop.
That's a nice bucket there by Barry.
Barry for 2.
Raiders have shot this lead all the way up to 17 points.
Reverse layup there for Barry. And
And
she
she-
gets a steal.
She's unable to finish at the rim, but Urban will get the board and she will finish. It'll force a Red Wings timeout. It might be a little too late. They're already in a 19-point deficit. Ruth, what did Pulaski do so well just then where they were able to shoot this lead all the way up to 19 points?
I think they just came together as a team and they really focused on their offense. I think they took more time. They didn't just chuck up a 3 or try and get a bad pass into Lydia. I think they just really took their time on offense and when they lost the ball, they got back on defense, and just like that, they were in a good rhythm.
Yeah, I think good defense results in good offense, and I mean the Raiders have completely shut down this Red Wings offense this second half.
Yeah, the Red Wings haven't gotten any chances in the paint with Herber anymore. They've completely shut her down. So I think it's looking good for the Raiders here, especially on youth night. Nine minutes to play here. Still a lot of game here, so not
Plenty of
counting the
time.
Red Wings out
Yeah.
yet, but
If Pulaski can go on a run, then so can the Red Wings. Urban has started to catch fire here in this second half. She finds herself with double-digit points.
yeah, that's a rare occurrence for Lily. I think she definitely stepped up tonight as a senior.
Hagen will bring the ball up for the Red Wings. She kicks it over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant gets a defender to jump. She'll line up a three, and that's good. That's a nice bucket there by Sturdivant.
Some momentum for the Red Wings.
The Red Wings need to start building momentum here, and that's a good start. Service over to Barry. Barry over to Rotier. Rotier to Gwitt. Lydia Gwitt out to Ashley Service. But Ashley Service looks for Brooke Barry, but she's unable to control the pass.
Unfortunate turnover here for the Raiders. But let's see what they can do on defense here. Playing a strong zone here. They're going to have two on the top here.
Hagen into the paint for Herber.
It's going to be pushing foul. Foul on Service.
That's Service's fourth foul.
Once again here, Service is in foul trouble as she is subbed out.
Raider foul on Service, her fourth.
It's a recurring theme that Ashley Service is finding herself in foul trouble.
Yes.
The Raiders need her on the court. Red Wings will inbound. Sturdivant's got nowhere to go. Good defense by Pulaski. Urban over to Nishki. Spranger's in the corner. She'll drive into the paint, looking for help. Kicks it back out to Barry. Barry will go up in the paint with it. Her attempt's no good. And the Red Wings will get the ball. A solid defensive possession there by the Red Wings.
Raiders now decide to play man-to-man defense here.
Hagen has Urban on her. Good defense by Urban. That's going to result in a silly pass.
And that's
And
over and back.
Good defense there by Urban.
Raider ball. Still a solid 16-point lead here. But here we see Lloyd coming back in here. Kind of risky with her having 3 fouls.
8 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the game. Plenty of time still for the Red Wings. Urban will inbound to Sprangers. Urban at the top of the key. She passes it to Nishki. Nishki into Brooke Barry. Lydia Gwitt's going to get the ball, and she's going to drive.
Ooh, a little messy there.
Definitely got a bit physical.
And someone's definitely going to the line here.
Both teams with 7 fouls.
Fouls on Barry, her second, team 6. Check that 7 with the bonus.
Looks like Hagen's going to have a 1-and-1 here. Makes the first.
Her 4th point of the night. The second is no good.
Looks like Gwitt overreached on that one.
That'll send the Red Wings back to the line.
Herber.
Raiders' 8th team foul. Still with 8 minutes remaining here in this second half.
Herber makes the first.
Every player on the court right now for Pulaski has 2 fouls. Second free throw's no good. Urban's gonna get the board. She'll push with pace. She kicks it to Nishki, but Nishki's just gonna step right out of bounds. Another turnover here on offense for the Raiders. Red Wings look to build some momentum. Lloyd finds Schneider. Lloyd gets the ball back. She's open for 3. She's gonna shoot it, but no good.
Gwitt on the ground with the rebound. Can't stand up. And it's going to be a full timeout for the Raiders. I think they had no choice there but to call a timeout.
The Raiders' offense has gone a bit
on
flat.
pause. Yeah.
A bit flat. A little bit less creative than it was, and the Red Wings are starting to gain a little bit of momentum here, so a smart timeout here.
They had a quick 5 here. Still have a 14-point lead. But we'll see what Coach McElrone's writing up here after this timeout. Looks like the Red Wing coach here is trying to bring the intensity. It'll be Raider ball coming up here. Into Springers.
Springers over to Nishki. Nishki into Barry. Barry lines up a shot. That's no good. Gwitt with the offensive board. Urban, fake shot. Tries to find Springers, but Lloyd's there to intercept the pass. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Urban to inbound.
Looks like the Red Wings are playing a 2-3 zone here. Trying to bring a different defense here for the Raiders. Trying to stop their offensive.
Urban, the top of the key. Over to Nishki. Nishki finds Barry in the corner. She finds Gwitt in the paint, and that's a nice move for Gwitt to find 2 points.
Basket by Gwitt.
Lydia Gwitt with a nice move in the paint.
That's Gwitt's 4th point of the night. Well, it looks like that's going to be a charging foul on Lloyd. My bad.
Yeah, I believe that foul goes on Herber. I believe it was another illegal screen.
Anyway, Lemeron checks in for Gwitt.
The Red Wings keep trying to run plays here to get Lloyd open and give her some space, but it's poor execution right now. Sprangers. She's gonna drive. She'll kick it back out to Nishki. Nishki lines up a 3. That'll come up short. Barry gets the board, but she's gonna get called for a foul.
It's going to be Barry's 3rd of the night.
Calls on Barry, her 3rd.
Gahagan goes to the line.
Team's 9th. Her free throw's no good. Offensive board by Herber, and she's gonna find the basket. It's a tough tough shot there by Herbert, but she gets it to connect. Raiders could really use some points here. Sprangers will get the basket. She gets fouled on her way to the basket.
It's going to be a block by Lloyd.
She'll head to the line.
It's going to be Lloyd's fourth.
Both teams 9 fouls this half.
Big decision for the Red Wings. Do you keep Lloyd in with four fouls, 6 minutes to go?
I believe Lloyd just picked up another foul.
And Lloyd just fouled out.
That is huge for the Red Wings. That's a huge loss. Rotier will check into the game for Urban. And Barry will head to the line again. Barry's first free throw gets a favorable bounce, and that'll connect. But once again, that's a huge loss for the Red Wings. Lloyd is averaging 25.5 points a game right now, and she's fouled out with 6 minutes to go, and the Red Wings are at a pretty large deficit right now.
And on the shot, Lemeron gets fouled here by Herbert. Lots of fouls here. Herbert, that's her fourth now.
Another one of their best players here in foul trouble.
I would definitely take Herbert out now. You've already got one of your best players fouled out. You don't want both of your top players fouled out, or you've got no chance at coming back from this 16-point lead here.
Lemeron will hit both free throws. Raiders push the lead back up to 17. Sturdivant will bring the ball up for the Red Wings. She finds Schneider. Schneider with Sprangers playing defense on her. Gives the ball to Gahagan. Over to Herbert. Herbert's going to drive into the paint, and she's going to try to finish through contact.
Well, Lemeron falls, but she does give up a foul here.
Her first free throw is good. Both free throws good here by Herbert.
Herbert's 12th point of the night.
Sprangers will carry the ball up for the Raiders. She swings it to Rotier. Back to Sprangers. Over to Nishki. Nishki back to Rotier. Brooke Berry looking for space in the paint. She kicks it back out to Rotier. Over to Sprangers. Sprangers up to Rotier. Over to Nishki. Back to Rotier. Over to Brooke Berry. She looks for space in the paint, but that's a good defensive possession there by the Red Wings. Sturdivant will push the floor. She looks to finish, but can't. Pulaski, Lemeron finds space back up the front, and she can't finish the layup. It's a back and forth game now.
Red Wings here trying to slow it down. 2 quick transitions, and both teams cannot put points on the board here.
Schneider. Sprangers will intercept the pass, and then she
is fouled.
Gahagan picks up her third foul.
So we're in double bonus here, so Sprangers will have 2.
Her first free throw is good. Sprangers have been struggling a little bit from the line tonight.
Considering she averages 14 points per game and she currently only has 9.
Second free throw is no good. Sturdivant gets the board.
Pulaski pressing a little bit there.
Schneider over to Gahagan. Looking for an option, doesn't have one. but she's fouled by Nishki. So she will head to the line.
It's going to be Nishki's third.
Nishki picking up those 2 fouls early on.
Both teams are in double bonus.
Yeah. Lots of fouls. Lots and lots of fouls. Gahagan's free throw hits almost every part of the rim, but it does fall.
Definitely whichever team makes the most free throws here will come out on top. Of course, Pulaski does have a over 15-point lead here, but
Yep, second free throw is no good. Hasser's carrying up the ball right now.
and Coach McElroy calls a quick timeout here. 4.5 minutes to play. What do you think you should do here?
I mean, 15-point lead, 4.5 minutes to go. I think you just make sure your offensive possessions chew the clock, and then make sure your defensive possessions are smart. Stop giving away free fouls. You don't want the clock stopping.
Yeah, I think you want to have a strong defense here. You definitely don't want to get any player hot on the ball here. You don't want them to go on a straight run.
Yeah, it's difficult for the Red Wings to go on a run. I mean, their best players fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and Herbert's still on the edge here with 4, so they're on a little bit of thin ice here, but the Raiders will take the ball out here.
Hasser will inbound. She gives it to Barry. Back to Hasser. Over to Rotier. She gives it to Nishki. Lemron into Barry in the paint, and Barry will finish with the left hand. It's a good bucket by Brooke Barry once again.
Barry has a solid 7 on the night.
Nishki playing defense on Sturdivant. Gahagan tries a 3 in the corner. She can't connect, but Herbert gets the offensive board and draws the foul.
Looks like the foul is going to be on Lemeron for her third.
Her first free throw is no good.
And as you notice, it's a really young team here for Pulaski. You got a freshman, 2 sophomores, and 2 juniors, so they're definitely trying to work together to maintain this lead here.
Second free throw is no good. Rotier picked up the rebound. She's got the ball on offense now. Kicks it over to Nishki. Back to Rotier. Over to Barry. Pulaski, decent ball movement right now. Barry over in the corner. Back up to the top of the key. And that'll be a travel. Pulaski will definitely look to limit those silly mistakes.
Yeah, you don't want to give the ball over to the Red Wings right now.
Red Wings. Schneider in the paint. She's going to turn the ball over.
Rotier takes the ball.
She can't finish at the rim. We're approaching 3 minutes remaining in the game here. Sturdivant has Nishki playing defense on her. Sturdivant's going to go all the way around, and she's going to have Nishki draw another foul.
Once again, we're back to the line here with Sturdivant.
That's Nishki's 4th foul. So both her and Herbert are both playing on 4 fouls. First free throw is no good.
Ella Marashik enters the game for Nishki.
Sturdivant's second free throw is up, also no good. And there'll be an off-ball foul here on the Red Wings.
Now we're going to the other side of the court for some free throws here for Barry. Slow end of the game here.
A little bit. Barry's first is no good. Her second free throw is also no good. Lemron tries to get the board. Unfortunately, she pushes the ball out of bounds. Sturdivant inbounds to Gahagan. Schneider was looking for Gahagan, couldn't find her.
Good defense here from Pulaski, getting the ball back.
Passer over to Marashek, over to Rotier. Barry in the corner, finds Lemron. Lemron's shot is no good, and Herber will get the board.
I think Pulaski just, when they get the ball, they just got to run the clock down at this point.
Schneider in the corner, kicks it back out to Gahagan. She finds Herber across the court. Herber's three-pointer is no good. That comes up short. Hasser with the board. She finds Marashek, over to Rotier. Back to Hasser. Marashek, back to Hasser. Hasser's pass is taken away. Schneider with the steal. She looks to push the court, but her pass will be taken away by Brooke Barry.
Back and forth here.
Lots of turnovers in this game. Brooke Barry with three Red Wings surrounding her.
Yeah, the Red Wings are definitely trying to avoid the Raiders from getting into the paint, stopping those easy buckets here. Prentice will enter the game for the first time, taking out Lemerond.
Under 2 minutes remaining here. Gahagan. Red Wings trying to find room in the paint. Sturdivant will drive. She's got to chuck up a shot. Pulaski with another good defensive possession. Rotier. Over to Hasser. Hasser's going to line up a three. That comes up just wide.
Red Wings have 1 minute to play here with the ball.
Sturdivant gives it to Gahagan. Gahagan will line up a two, and that jumper's no good. Rotier and Herber will fight for the board.
Ton of substitutions here for South as we near the end of the game here with 52 seconds left. Raiders up by 17.
Jump ball. Possession remains with the Red Wings. Red Wings. That pass will be deflected.
Tipped up by Pulaski.
Inbound. Fisher finds Judkins in the paint, and she's going to draw a foul. So she will head to the line.
Another 2 shots here.
Her first free throw, low arcing shot, but it goes right into the hoop. Her second is also good. Looking back on this game, I feel like if the Red Wings were more efficient from the line, this game would definitely be way closer.
Yeah, with all the free throws here, they could have definitely taken advantage from that. So definitely something the coach will probably look to improve on when the season goes on. It's a long season, 4 months.
Hasser finds Barry, over to Rotier. She gives it to Prentice.
trying to stall here.
Clock dwindling down. Only 10 seconds remaining here if Pulaski can just chew out the clock. And I believe that'll be what they do here. Good ball movement. Hasser puts up the shot, and she'll hit the three just to put the icing on the cake. A great game there by the Raiders.
And the game ends 51-33, Raider win here.
The Raiders, a little bit of a slow start to the season, but now they've picked up back-to-back wins here. We'll see if they can build some momentum going into the middle of this season here.
Yes, they are now 1-1 in the conference and 3-4 overall record, so definitely a big win tonight. We'll see where the Raiders are next week.
Yeah. We will be back here next Friday when the girls take on the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. Thank you for tuning into this RSN broadcast. Enjoy your weekend.